Hi everybody, my name is Rebecca Marshall and I'm a ship's cook with Atlantic Towing Limited. I've got a few questions here that I'll answer for you today. The first one being, why did I choose this career? I chose to become a ship's cook so I can provide an ample life for myself. I am able to save for my retirement, I'm able to save for a home, and also we work on something called a lay day system, meaning that for every day I work, I earn a paid day off, and that translates into 6 months off per year. So I have so much time to pursue my life's passions and travel the world, which I really enjoy doing. The education experience needed for this job includes getting my Red Seal as a professional cook, and I chose to do that through the apprenticeship track. And then after that, I did one course called Marine Emergency Duties, as well as my Marine Advanced First Aid, just to cover the skills necessary for working at sea. Something cool about this job is that I get to sail up and down the coast of British Columbia, and as you can see from these 2 portholes behind me, I get to wildlife watch while I'm cooking. It's pretty incredible to get to see humpbacks or killer whales or sea otters playing around as I'm working, and you can't beat that view. I really love that. A regular day for me starts bright early. Breakfast starts at 7 a.m. so I'm up at 6 getting that ready, and then prepping for lunch, which I serve at 11:30. I take a break after that and then start my supper prep. And supper's served at 5, and then I'm cleaning up until about 6:30. So it is a pretty long day, but I get enough rest and I am able to take a break when I need, and I create the menus, so I just make sure that I prepped myself well ahead of time. And it goes really well because of my ample training. So let me take you on a little tour here. You see behind me my workstation, and right here is the oven and cast iron skillet. And over here is the stove and deep fryer. And then behind me on this side is the dish area. Through that door is my walk-in fridge and freezer. So yeah, it's a pretty compact space, just me in here, and I have everything I need. So thanks so much for spending some time to learn about just the basics of being a ship's cook, and I hope you consider it as a career.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha Strobridge. I'm Chief Officer with Atlantic Towing. Recently just completed my first couple trips as Master. My educational background is I have a Diploma of Nautical Science from the Marine Institute. I also have my Master Mariner's Certificate of Competency and just recently completed my Bachelor of Maritime Studies from Memorial University. I chose this career at a young age. I just love the water growing up. I love being on boats with my dad, so it just seemed like the right fit. I also love math and science, which is a big part of my education. There's a lot of calculations for cargo and for sailing distances. Probably the thing that I like most about my job is the travel. I worked on both the east and west coast of Canada, up north for a little bit, and now currently I'm working in Scotland. The next thing I guess we'll do is just a quick view of the work area. So I'm here on the Atlantic Kestrel on the bridge, so we have all of our equipment for steering in both the forward end, and then at the aft console we have more steering, our dynamic positioning system, and our winch controls.
Hi, my name is Rhiannon Chisholm. I am a union rep for the Painters Union Allied Trades. I've been a rep for the last 7 months. The rep before me retired at the end of June after 24 years of doing his service. When they asked me to become a rep, I proudly said yes. Before that, I was an industrial painter down at the Halifax shipyards with one of our larger contractors that we have in our union. Prior before that, I was a welder in Alberta for close to 6 years. I did my schooling at NSCC in Port Hawkesbury. Why do you think math is important for painting? Well, you need to be able to know your ratios and formulas for mixing paint to get the task done. That's why having your grade 12 foundations math is important.
Hi, my name is Chris Bowman. I am the current glazing and safety instructor at the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades. I've been doing glazing for about 20 some years now, so I've put a lot of time in. I am now been invited to come and do the instructing here, which is fantastic. I'm definitely proud to be sharing my knowledge that I've accumulated over the years. You know, it's taken time and effort, but it's definitely well earned. I want to pass it on to other people as well, so we are always here to help folks out, to bring you into the fold and also get you into the finishing trades here. We are highly trained people. The attention to detail is there. So if you're looking for a job where you like to be picky and come to work and do those things, this is the place for you. We do have a pathway now for the apprenticeship agency to continue on with this glazing training as well. So there is a career to be had here. It is a great path. It's kept me fit and happy for all these years, especially all the hard work. And I definitely recommend it to anyone that is interested in the trade.
Hi, my name is Ray Lawrence. I'm an instructor operator here at the training center, and we have just mobile unit for training and certifying the guys in CAS. So it's a self-contained unit, as you can see, and it hooks onto a tractor trailer truck. We have the truck ordered right now and expecting delivery by July. And when we do, we'll be taking it around to the Atlantic provinces and training and certifying guys. So as you can see, the compressor supplies the air, the generator supplies all the power. And back here we have the main control panel. Everything is controlled from this panel. And we have the aftercooler, which takes the moisture out of the air, cools the air from the compressor and puts it into the water separator tank, which is back here. We have two dust collectors, one on this side. This is the dust collector for the room. It takes the dust out of the air when the guys are sandblasting. And we have a monitoring system right back in here for the breathing air. It purifies it and monitors for CO2. And I'll take you around the back and I'll show you the room. So inside here we do our blasting. We put a test panel in, the guys will blast it. And then in the follow-up course we'll do a spray painting course, which the guys will learn how to sandblast. What this thing does, we use steel grit for blasting, and it goes down through the trough in the floor all the way back to the recycler where we can use it over and over. And I'll take you around to this side and explain that part of it. The grit comes down through the floor and goes into a pipe right here underneath and sucks it up into the classifier, which actually takes the grit and drops it down to the waiting area. In the meantime, it's clean with fresh air blowing through it, and it cleans the dirt out and puts it into this secondary dust collector. And below this hopper right here, when the guy actually stops sandblasting inside, or grit blasting I should say, this pot will open up when he shuts down the switch, and it'll fill on its own again, and you're ready to start blasting again. The other thing is, what a manifold right here controls all the air side of the unit. And as you can see in here, this square block, it's a heating unit. And that actually puts the right temperature inside the room for drying the paint. That's the only purpose of that. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. When we do our painting, we got an airless that connects to this unit right here on this 1/4 inch line here. So we use an airless sprayer and we spray these test panels. The guy that's doing the spraying, he needs to know some basic math. The math involved would be to determine how much paint he has to put on wet to get the required amount of paint required in dry film thickness. So he needs to do a little math on that. And also, if he's doing a big area, he needs to be able to determine the square footage and work out how many gallons per square foot. But it's pretty basic math, and there's a formula for all of it.